When it comes to automating your WhatsApp presentations, I would highly recommend the autoresponder for WhatsApp. The application helps you to send automatic custom replies to your friends or clients. It answers every message that you have already created a rule for, and you can create unlimited rules. And it also has a feature that allows you to test your rules right there within the app to ensure that they are working. Now, this application is not free. It actually comes in around the price point of 2,840 naira for 1 month subscription or 17,500 naira for a year. So were you to subscribe for a month, you'll be spending 2,840 naira, and for a year that will be 34,080 naira. So if you were to just pay one-off payment for annual subscription of 17,500, you will be saving 16,580. Nearly 45 to 50% is what you save when you pay for the year's subscription. Now, guess what? There is a version of this application you can get, a modified version, which you can get, and I'll be talking about how you can get that at the end of this video. So you want to stick around till the end of this video. That modified version will cost you just 1,500 naira, and it gives you lifetime access to all the features of the application. Now, very quickly, I'm going to create a rule using the application and show you how it works. Or rather, I'm just going to show you one of the rules that I have created and how it works. So this particular rule states that if anyone replies to me info or interested as the first message that they send to me, the reply that they are going to get is an invitation to attend my masterclass and to join my WhatsApp group, and also to save my contacts. Now, here within the application, I can actually test that rule to see if it works. So all I need to do is to type the word info, and you can see the messages will go out. Now I'm going to go to my other WhatsApp business, and I'm going to send a message to my WhatsApp in order to test that rule. So there you have it. And this is how you can automate your WhatsApp. I use this for presentations. I can have a presentation of as many messages as I want, and I can create rules that contain all the messages that I need my prospect to see when they set up or when they trigger those rules by sending specific keywords to me. And then I can create those keywords using another tool, which is the create.wa.link. So I will create links that will, when clicked, will send my WhatsApp contact a very specific message containing the keyword that triggers the presentation I want my prospects to see. So that can now be the call to action button on my landing page, such that when they click on the link on my landing page, it will take them directly to my WhatsApp, and the presentation messages will go out to them. Let me just show you some of the settings you can edit when you are creating your rules. Now, you can put the content of the messages you want your prospects to see and the amount of delay in seconds that should precede as interval every message that is sent. So I want a 5-second delay that after a message is sent, it will hold on for 5 seconds before sending the subsequent message. And then I want this to be sent both to people in the group and individuals. So that's why I have both selected here. So if somebody says info and it's an individual conversation, that's a one-on-one conversation, they will receive the reply. And if they say info on a group, the same replies will go out. Now, these are some of the basic settings that you will be using when you begin to use this autoresponder. Let me quickly walk you through some of the steps to troubleshoot in case the application does not work very well on your phone. You will need to turn on and off the notification access for the autoresponder because it works with your notification. It doesn't read your WhatsApp messages, but it reads your notification. So if you receive a WhatsApp message notification containing the trigger, then it will begin to send out the replies. But this also means that if your WhatsApp does not send notification or does not post notifications on your smartphone, the autoresponder will not work, even when a rule is triggered. So please note, it works with your notification. So you must grant it notification access. And for you to know that it has notification access, you are going to see something like this saying, "Hey, I'm your autoresponder and I'm waiting for new messages." If you don't see it there, it means there is a problem and you need to troubleshoot. Another thing you can do if you're having issues with your autoresponder, maybe it keeps getting turned off by background application killer, which is any application that is responsible for preserving your battery. It can be like maybe an antivirus application on your phone, or even your device battery optimization settings, killing unused application. You want to make sure you add the autoresponder to the list of ignored applications or to the whitelist, whereby it is not killed in the background. And to do this, you just need to go into your settings and then locate the battery optimization setting and make sure for autoresponder the battery optimization is turned off for autoresponder. So for battery optimization, you can see that there are some applications that are optimizing battery use, and for autoresponder is set to always ask. So it does not kill the application, it is rather going to ask before this application is terminated in the background. And when it does ask, I will deny the permission and allow the application to run. But if you put this application in the list of applications to be optimized, it means that this application will be killed when the system detects it as a battery draining application. You don't want this to happen, so please add it to your whitelist and make sure that it is not among the applications being killed off by your device battery optimization settings. If you also have an antivirus, for instance, I have the AVG antivirus on my phone, you want to make sure that the antivirus is not automatically killing your application in the background. So you will check things like battery optimization settings if your antivirus has it. Okay, I can't see any such settings here. But then if you have such settings on your antivirus, for those who use Phone Master, for example, you want to make sure that your autoresponder is removed from the list of applications being killed off in the background. Any application on your phone that can kill another application or process, you should make sure that they do not kill off your autoresponder, because if the autoresponder is not running in the background, it will not be able to reply to your messages. So that's another way you can troubleshoot if your autoresponder keeps getting turned off. Then always make sure that the autoresponder is showing up in your notification panel. Even if you clean off every other notification, the autoresponder must be running. It must be running. If it is not here, it means that it is not running. And that would also mean that it will not work. Now, if you have finished setting up and downloading the autoresponder, all you need to do is to start by creating simple rules. Now, you will notice that with the Skyway advert, we introduced a very intentional now with the Skyway advert, we introduced a very intentional part where we said text info on WhatsApp to the person whose number is displayed on the screen. Now, what we recommend is that you use your autoresponder to create the answer to that message. It can be an automated presentation, or it can be just an invitation link to a WhatsApp group for more information, whatever it may be, but impute that in your autoresponder so that if anybody tells you they are interested or they send the keyword info, they will receive the response that you have already predetermined in your autoresponder rule setup. Then you can continue the conversation. For me, I'm inviting them to my WhatsApp group and also inviting them to save my contact. So this is the WhatsApp group I invite them to. Currently, we have about 164 participants awaiting my next presentation. And even on the group, I use my autoresponder to automate messages. Now, for instance, the messages that come up here, they are triggered by this very rule. This first message here is a trigger that initiates, this very message highlighted is a trigger that initiates all these messages that comes as subsequent responses. Now you are going to see that in my autoresponder rule, and this is how I run some presentations on my WhatsApp group. I just automate them and then I set up the trigger. For example, the presentation you just saw is this very one. This very presentation is the one you just saw. So it is set up by it is triggered by a rule, and that rule is the first message that comes in, and the trigger is set up and the presentation follows immediately. So I use this, for example, let me just demonstrate how this autoresponder works by triggering a rule here. This is a rule. Now it's a phrase, and I use it to trigger a presentation that talks about income, active and passive income. So once I send out that message, it's going to trigger a string of responses by my autoresponder. Let me be sure that I sent out the correct message. Okay, so in the message, it's let's talk a bit about income. And what I wrote here was let us talk a bit about income. So it's not going to work. But let me correct that. So I'm just going to change this to let's talk instead of let us talk. Now with this, the rule will be triggered and the presentation will follow immediately. Now you can see that my other phone number has already started responding, sending out messages which I have already set up in my autoresponder to respond anytime I trigger that rule. So for you, you will get content from your SWC landing page, for example, from your SWC presentation marketing materials, which are available to you in the tools section of your SWC dashboard. I already showed you steps on how to get to the tools section. If you have not seen that step, then you should go back to the the page where I talk about how to market this opportunity and locate that information. So when you get those tools, look at them and then pick out the one that will be relevant to doing a proper standard presentation for this opportunity. Now, for those of you who don't have any idea how to even curate a presentation, what information you want to, put together as a presentation, I am going to show you a sample of a presentation that I did by lifting information from the landing pages and then bringing it all together into a presentation that I felt even a layman will understand when I am sharing this opportunity to them. So I did that, and there's a link to that which I would look for a way to leave as a sample presentation you can use to edit your autoresponder rule. For example, if you want to do a presentation and you need materials to just create your rules without having to go to your landing page and start scouting for how to get information from your landing pages and then add them all up together and do something, you can just copy and paste the presentation I'm going to link somewhere around this video, so that you can use that to set up your own rules. And then I told you I will be giving you this autoresponder with lifetime access for just 1,500. If you want access to that, I'm going to leave a link and you can just click on that to get the access to the modified version of the autoresponder. If you have questions, you can leave them on any of the groups where we do mentorship. And if you have issues with setting up your autoresponder, you can also leave them on the comment section of this video. If you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please do so. Turn on the notification bells to be notified whenever I put out videos like this. And leave a comment, leave a like, so that other people can see and benefit from this video. Thank you.